So this is nothing new. This is an iPhone 7 Plus with audio IC disease. Took quite a while to boot up, maybe 5-10 minutes or so. Probably not that long. Probably closer to 5 minutes. Anyways, we did have our first baseband issue after the repair, and I think it's probably happening before, but who really knows, right? I mean, I guess what you can do is you can go into the keypad here and type *#060 just to confirm that the IMEI is there before you start the repair. So *6 or *#060. I'll give you the IMEI. So it says there's not a baseband problem, but doesn't mean that it's not failing, I guess, because searching no service problem on the iPhone 6, it happens intermittently. It doesn't always stay at searching no service. So let's see. Okay, so one of the signature failures of audio IC disease is if you go to voice memos, you click on in iOS 12 only, I think. You click on the record button and it says recording failed, no audio devices found. Signature failure. Another thing we've seen is the phone will be stuck in the Apple logo, but the home button will still vibrate. So that's another thing. You're making a call and let's see, does this work? Well, anyways, make a call and I don't even know what number you dial, but make a call and it says no audio or whatever. One of the buttons is grayed out. I think the speaker phone or something like that is grayed out. So those are pretty much the most common things. If you don't see one of those, then it's probably not audio IC disease. I know some people just replaced audio IC, but like TriStar, there's certain things that you've replaced so many times, TriStar so many times, and that's probably not the problem, So, anyways, we're gonna do this audio IC repair on this iPhone 7 Plus, and that's it. Nothing new. Well, I kind of forgot to push record. Not a big deal. I just started anyways. But these days, I normally just take off this cap right here just so that I can grab the chip a little easier, and I put Kapton around it, 2 shields, 2 pennies. So nothing too exciting. So I turn my heat just a little bit hotter. I'm at 416 degrees Celsius with the airflow of 17 on my quick 861 DW. Now just note the orientation of the chip. Top left has a triangle facing this way. This chip usually takes a little bit longer to take off. Usually I try to get off in 45 seconds, but this one probably takes closer to about 2 minutes probably. I like to do a slow melt so that I can kind of control the melting point of the solder, Just gonna hold my tip just a little bit closer, just because it's taking a little bit longer to get off. Alright, kind of messed one up right here. That kind of sucks. So I'm just gonna touch it up real quick before I do anything, so get a little bit of. And then I'm just going to grab it and pull it out a little bit, I think. Alright, no harm, no foul. I think that's the worst of it, so. Okay, so let's clean the old flux off. Or the old solder off. So it's a clean iron tip. And sometimes you can see corrosion like that. You see that right there? There's like a little bit of oxidation on that pad. So, and that one pad came all off. So you can kind of tell where the problem is. And then I'm actually gonna kind of get rid of this too. There you go. So that's all good. Let's clean the old stuff off. You don't want to use burnt, dirty flux. So let's clean this up. And then let's run the jumpers. We always run 4. Nothing too exciting, like I said. So C12, which is right here, missing pad. One, and then this one. I never see this corroded, so I never ever really see this one corroded, so I don't even think this is the problem. But anyways, these are the ones that we've had the best results with. So I mean, you can experiment if you want, but I just don't think it's worth it. Hold on a sec. So where was I? Okay, so scrape away the jumper here, or I kind of destroyed that a little bit, and then I don't know, is this F12 or something like that, whatever the hell this is. Anyway, there's 4 of them. You can see the traces, and I just scrape them all the way to the component that it's going to connect to, and then that's it really. I'm going to tin it real quick, just get to use a little bit right here. That's not good what I did there, because there's that's probably ground right there, so you definitely don't want to do that. That's not great either, because I tore a little bit of the pad. So anyways, you don't need a whole lot here, just dabble just to wet it. Okay, so next we use 0.1 millimeter jumper cable. I don't think I have any here. For some reason I always lose my 0.1 millimeters, and I always have to cut fresh ones because they're so damn small. 0.01 millimeters, I think that's what it is, or maybe it's 0.02 millimeters. Find them on our site. You'll see it. Okay, I'm just gonna cut a few strands, but all we really need is 1. So I use my tweezers. This is a very delicate operation here. It's a very delicate operation. So, and as you can see, it's a little bit messy too. So I guess you can do it whatever way you want, but whatever ultimately floats your boat doesn't really matter. Alright, so let's see. Okay. Sure, it gotta be. I'm making a mess out of this, but I think probably half the viewers tuned out already, huh? What do you think? Anyways, I'll clean that up later for you guys. You can take a look. Flux is a little bit disgusting right now. Should be cleaned up probably, but I'm not gonna do it because it's almost. Oh. Okay, we're going. Just like that. Not that exciting. Boring, 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 man. So boring. If you've already done this, it's so boring. Nothing too exciting. I probably got like 2 viewers now, right? 2 viewers that's tuned in this far. Anyways, it's actually my birthday today. 42. Feel like an old man. Why am I working, right? Should be out playing golf. That's a terrible joint right there. Can't somebody throw me a bone or something like that today, huh? There you go. That's a decent joint. And then, but that's getting worse. And then, okay, that's not bad. That's very thick. Okay, there you go. And then, okay, there you go. Let's cut this mother and then clean it up, and it's gonna look pretty. That's gonna look pretty, man. Cut as close to the end as possible. And then we are good. Okay, so that's done. Get this off my jumper wire. Clean this mother up so you guys can see the finished product. So that's not bad. Right? That's pretty good. So next step is to reball and then put it back on and then pray. So that's it really. So, alright, where was I? Oh man. This is my birthday, right? And I am here microsoldering. Awesome. Don't sound too excited, Mike. It's not as horrible as I make it out to seem sometimes. Not that exciting. I probably have just about zero watchers now anyways, right? Alright, let's see what's going on. Okay, so I got my stencil here. It's a clean stencil, that's good. Let's see if my paste is good or not. Might be a little too crusty. Yes, it is. Let's see if I can get at least one here, maybe. It's not good. I think this is too crusty, man. Alright, let me get some new paste, man. It sucks. Mess with this. So I use the... Where the hell is it at? So I use the Mechanic 6337. It's probably not as clean as maybe Amtech or something like that, but it works well. And the trick is you don't really want it too watery, so you can just leave the cap off if you want or something like that for a few days. Whatever, just loosely tighten it so that you can reball this thing just a little bit easier. you want a little bit wet, but you don't want it too wet, otherwise it's going to get all, it's going to be too much liquid in there, flux in there, and it's going to be hard to reball it. So, nothing too exciting yet. Some people like to take the chip off quick, some people like to do it slowly, which is what I like to do. And then some people like to reball it with manual balls, which I've had a hard time doing. So, this is my method, but you can do it whichever way you want. There are no rules, so long as you get the job done. I like to clean my stencil after I'm done with the reball, so that it's good to go next time I use it. And I always heat it one more time just to set the balls in the center of the hole. And then we are back in business here. Let's get my heat plates. Add some clean flux. This thing is clean and good to go. Some clean flux, make sure the orientation's right. So that means the triangle is at the top left in this orientation. And then just kind of heat it a little bit. No! Stop bothering me! Alright, I guess we're back now. Okay, so whatever, not a whole big deal here, but just put the chip back, make sure it's oriented right. My flux is stale at this point, but I like to just kind of hold it in place until I melt at least a ball or two, so that it kind of holds in place. But as you can see, I'm a little bit jittery today. So that's pretty solid, and then I really just, once it kind of, one of the balls settled, then I just let it go, which I'm sure everybody does. But at this point, I'm going to put this cap back so that it all heats up in sync, and I don't have to do anything. Just like that. Alright. Will this help you guys if I go a little closer? No, I better not. There it goes. It's setting in place. I think I have my microscope thing out a little too far because I can't rest my hands. Just like that. There's nothing to it. So then I pull my heat back a little bit, and then I'm just going to try to get this going here. Just enough. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. So we are in business. Hopefully it wasn't too hot that it messed up the baseband chip. And then take my heat sinks off. Take my Kapton off. Whatever. If you're a pro and you don't use Kapton, that's cool with me. This is just what I have best results with. So that's really about it. And I use the VS 213 Flux. I feel like it's a million times better, easier to clean up and stuff, and it just looks, yeah, there's no residue. Not as much residue, at least. And so anyways, let me reassemble this and test this. I won't bore you guys. Alright, so I've already plugged it in, because I don't know what happened, but it just took me a little while to get this thing set up. Get my screen recorder set up. Okay, so it booted up fast. So that's a good sign. Touch ID still works. And let's go to the voice memos and see if it works. Testing 1, 2, 3, testing. Okay, so that works. And then let's go check baseband. Okay, baseband's still good. Everything is hunky dory. Touch works. So we are back in business. Always low. We are back in business. That's it, really. Nothing to it. Just do what works. Don't change anything. If you have a good success rate. If you don't have a good success rate, then change things. Because that's when problems arise. So we will call this a day. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm guessing that you stumbled upon our YouTube channel because one, you messed up someone's device and you're trying to learn how to fix it. Two, you're a repair shop that maybe you're sending stuff out right now and you want to capitalize on repairing these things yourself. Or three, you're just a hobbyist looking to learn how to do this thing because it's interesting to you. And I just want to say that this is pretty much how I started this thing. I was repairing screens at one point and I broke someone's device, and this was back in 2016, and I had to fix it, and there was nobody really doing this at that time, and I didn't really want to pay anybody how to do it, so I went to YouTube just like you and watched some videos, and here we are 2 years later, I think it's almost 3 years later, and here we are. I am the owner and operator of Microsoldering.com, and I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about this course that we have. It's on Udemy. We're selling it on Udemy for $150. It is a full curriculum, and as you can see, we got pretty good ratings. It's 4 hours of content, and it goes over everything from just the basic building blocks of a logic board to how to repair the 3 most common problems: touch, charge, backlight, and then it tells you how to set up. We have a bonus section here that tells you how to use diode mode, how to set up your tools and equipment, and then we go into data recovery, and we're going to be adding more stuff to it over the next few months here, and it's going to be great. And we're going to launch a new website and all that stuff. So it's on Udemy for $150. We have it. If you go through our website, Microsoldering.com, you can get $50 off. Just go to Microsoldering.com, click on store, and then click on the full curriculum, and you'll get it for $99.99. Okay, so if you're like me and you want to learn how to do this stuff, this is probably the best way to do it from the comfort of your own desk, and you can do it today. And you'll have lifetime access, and you'll get a certificate of completion from Udemy after you're done. So. And if you have any questions, just go to the forum here and you can post a question, and I will personally answer every question that you have. Thank you for watching.